Hello and welcome back to the Self-Help Bookshelf. Today with me, I have Ben on the camera. Hi, Ben. And
Hi, Kay.
Ben has just been on a training session with me, but I've also mentioned recently in the Self-Help Bookshelf about some fundraising we are going to do to support Ben. So first of all, I'm going to ask Ben if he will introduce himself for the Self-Help Bookshelf and tell us a little bit about what he does with the Davion Cares Foundation. So hi, Ben, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Kelly, for the opportunity given to me today that I had a section with you about emotion awareness. By the names, I'm Ben Mukasa, based in Uganda, the founder of Davion Cares Foundation. We are empowering vulnerable children and disabled children in Uganda with access to quality education and health care in Uganda. Our mission at Davion Cares Foundation, we provide essential support and sustainable solution to the vulnerable children and families in poverty in Uganda by offering food, education, and housing, health care, empowering them to live a dignity and hope in Uganda.
That is amazing, and you do incredible work. So to let people know, because we've got quite a few people following the Self-Help Bookshelf, and we will be sharing this video a little bit as we do some fundraising for you. Because the four members of the Self-Help Bookshelf, which is myself, Kay Reeve, emotional awareness expert. We've got Rory Lemon, known as Rory Lemonade, who is the neurocreative leadership coach. I get it right. So that's Rory. We've got Emma Oldershaw, who is a hypnotherapist and trauma expert. Oh, I'm mixing this up today. And we have Sue Bailey, who is autism family dynamics coach. And between the four of us, we are going to be running an event on the 13th of November. It's a Thursday evening, 7 to 9 p.m. At the moment, I'm pretty sure that's the date, and we will set that in an event and put the details down below in the chat a bit nearer the time. But we are planning to run an online event where people can come and join in. We'll have different activities for fun and for information, and hopefully Ben will be able to join us online as well. Hopefully your internet's doing well today and stayed online, so hopefully you'll be able to join us and stay on for that. And we're going to be raising funds to help Ben keep a roof over the children's head. Now, I know there are other people fundraising for him as well who are looking to deal with the education, the healthcare and food and clothing, etc. So we're going to leave that to them. But the focus for the Self-Help Bookshelf is to attempt to pay the rent for the property where Ben is housing 62 children at the moment and taking care of them all because they were homeless, living on the streets or whatever's happened to them. And so our goal for the Self-Help Bookshelf is to pay a year's rent. Now, this might surprise anybody in the UK, but Ben needs £450 per year at the moment for rent. That is less than I pay in a month, but it's still a lot of money to pay out as, a donation. So collectively, we're hoping to get that together. And also, if we can go beyond that, poor Ben has been trying to do a training session with me from his mobile phone today. So everything's really small because he currently needs a new laptop as well. And the laptop is crucial because it helps Ben to get online, network, connect with people, and to raise more funds to help support those 62 children. So anything we can do to help, we'll drop a link below in the chat on YouTube as well, and wherever we share this in Facebook and LinkedIn. So that if you wish to donate before the event, please do support Ben. He is doing an incredible job. Now, I don't want to talk too much at the moment. I really want to hear more from you, Ben, as well, why did you start Davion Cares Foundation? I know you've told me personally, but I think it would be lovely if we can share the story with people, if you're okay with that, about why you began this in the first place.
Thanks, Kerry. I myself, when I talk about my background story, Ben Mukasa was on the streets of Uganda for quite 2 years when I'm begging for people who can support me to get a good education. I lived on the streets of Uganda for 2 years. When a third year, a guy called Davion Cares, the guy called Davion, who came across to me. The first question he asked me, it was, Ben, what are you doing here? You are a young child, but I'm seeing you're on the streets. I started narrating that story to him that I myself, my dad died when I'm 8 years old. I didn't have someone who can support me. My mother had nothing to take care of me. So I decided to tell the mother that I should also go on. I'm tired of looking on children passing across me when they are going to school. I also need education. I also need to be like those children. I started my journey to go to street to beg for people who can stand in for me. Long and along, a man who had a heart fled for me, Mr. Davion, came across to me and told me, Ben, I'm going to support your education. I'm going to take you to school and I'm going to pay all your necessities. I'm going to take you to my home and I pay all the school fees needed for you to get a better education. The what I say, thank you very much. What I was looking for, I got a man, Davion, who supported my education from my kindergarten in Uganda up to the university. He paid all the recite, he paid all the school fees, he paid all the necessities needed for me to stay at school. After me completing the school, he told me, Ben, I have paid for you. Now you have reached an extent that you have completed your education, but you need to get a job and earn some earning for yourself. The man got for me a job where I was earning a small income, and I told him, yes, you have paid for me the school fees. I have completed my journey, my education, but I have the passion to give back to the children whom I left on the streets of Uganda. When Mr. Davion heard this story, he told me, yes, if you had that passion, Ben, work hard and go back to the streets of Uganda and help the children whom you left on the street. But now I am helping. I'm giving back to the 62 children at Davion Cares Foundation whom I left on the street. I enroll the children who are suffering. These are the children who their parents died. They are left alone. They don't have people who are taking care of them. So I started Davion Cares Foundation in 2016 to support the vulnerable children, underprivileged children, to get a good education. I'm helping the 62 children with food, a daily meal. I'm helping them with getting education. I'm helping them with housing, having a good shelter. I'm helping them to buy for them clothes. I'm helping them with a clean water. Although we don't have the resources, we are calling upon, we are looking forward to people who can support Davion Cares Foundation, who can support the 62 children to get to change their life. These are the children who need education, that they can get a good education and they get their own job. They can do their own.
Well done. That is incredible. Absolutely. And you have such a powerful story and such a passion, Ben. It brings tears to my eyes to hear that.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome. And so this is why you hear Ben's passion for this and what an incredible job he's doing. You know, he could have chosen to do anything, being given the opportunities he had and the education and the home and the family that took him in. And he could have done anything, and he went back for the children that were left on the street. And you were an absolute angel. You really are. So anyway, Ben says we've had a session today. We ended up doing it in two parts because of his internet problems. What I have done is offer Ben my training, which is a 4-hour workshop I normally do for £60. But I've put Ben through that training absolutely free because I don't, you know, I've spent years developing my strategy as an emotional awareness expert to help adults help children. And I can't charge Ben for that, but it will help the children and it's helping Ben. So I will support him in the ways I can until I have an income from my business because I'm still building my business. But at the same time, because I have the self-help bookshelf group, which I started last September, and we have the 4 of us in that group now, we're all about helping other people and well-being. And so it makes sense for us to do something collectively to support Ben so that he can support these amazing children. They really, really need this, and Ben needs this, and he deserves this. So if anybody has any ideas for activities we want on this event, do let us know. Ben, if you have any ideas or something you want to bring to it, we can have discussions about this in the coming weeks. But 13th of November, put the date in your diary, 13th of November, 2025, we are going to hold a fundraising event for Ben. Now, I will be doing another one independently of that beforehand, because I've got a new book launching in October, and I've got permission to use a local coffee shop where I can have a reading or a set event in the local coffee shop as a closed door event after hours. So that is thanks to the Art House Cafe in Cromer, where I will be holding an in-person event at the book launch and doing various readings and conversations and talks for about 90 minutes. So follow me for that, for updates on that on my other channel or on my Facebook page. To find out more about the fundraising event for Ben, if you want to take part in that and be on the Zoom call that night, follow us at the Self-Help Bookshelf here. Please like, subscribe, and at the very least, please share this video so you can help us get more support for Ben, because he really deserves this. This is not like sending money to some charity that's a big logo that you see through the post everywhere and on the news. This is Ben, who is a genuine person. We're going directly to the source here, and 100% of the money you donate will go to Ben. This is not a charity where 30 or 50% is going. Everything we donate here will go straight to Ben. So I want to say thank you for joining me today and having a discussion. And Ben did say when we talked about this, he phoned the children and told them, and they got all excited. So they know we're going to do this as well. So hopefully we'll get some ideas from them, or I don't know, maybe they can draw some pictures we can share or something as well on the social media. So we perhaps even get some involved. But we'll come up with some ideas, and thank you very much. Don't forget, follow us here on YouTube or on the Facebook group, the Self-Help Bookshelf, to keep updated of the event. And if you want to donate now, please check in the description for the video, and we will put the link where you can donate to Davion Cares, or check out their website and how to follow their activities there. So thank you for joining me today, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, Kel, for the opportunity. Thank you for supporting Davion Cares Foundation a lot. We really appreciate your support. Let people get in touch and follow our website. Visit our website, davioncaresfoundation.org, and learn more about us. Follow our new page on LinkedIn, Davion Cares Foundation. Follow us on Instagram, Davion Cares Foundation. Follow us on our Facebook social media, Davion Cares Foundation, and visit my WhatsApp, Ben Mukasa.
Fantastic. If you can supply me all of those links, we will put those in the video description as well. Thank you, Ben. So you can see how active you are trying to raise funds for everybody. You do an incredible job, and we look forward to planning this to help you on the 13th of November. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Thanks a lot.